Allison Williams and Kelly Clarkson, two of Hollywood's brightest stars, recently shared a hilarious exchange that had fans buzzing with laughter. The candid conversation unfolded during a special appearance by Williams on The Kelly Clarkson Show. What started as a typical interview turned into a playful and unforgettable moment, thanks to Allison's witty comments and Kelly's mischievous curiosity. The moment that stole the spotlight was when Kelly Clarkson, in her signature bold and unfiltered style, couldn't resist getting a closer look at Allison Williams' forehead. Now, this wasn't just any innocent gesture. No, Kelly was practically inspecting it as though she was trying to solve some sort of mystery. The reason behind this intense scrutiny: Botox. In a series of comedic back and forths, Kelly Clarkson gave Allison a once-over, studying her forehead as if searching for any sign of the age-defying treatment that has become so popular among celebrities. With an exaggerated look of curiosity and a mischievous glint in her eye, Kelly half-jokingly asked, "So, is this the work of Botox, or is that just your good genes?" Without missing a beat, Allison Williams, who is known for her quick wit and impeccable sense of humor, responded with her own playful jab. She said, "Kelly, are you really inspecting my forehead right now? Do you need a magnifying glass, or is that just a very, very close look?" The crowd roared with laughter as the two stars continued to banter, with Kelly teasing Allison about how smooth and wrinkle-free her forehead appeared. "I mean, you look like you haven't aged a day," Kelly exclaimed, while still giving her a mock-serious look. But it didn't end there. Allison, never one to shy away from a good joke, shot back with a zinger. "I see what you're doing, Kelly. You're trying to figure out if I've got some secret anti-aging potion, huh? Maybe I do, but it's called not taking yourself too seriously." The crowd continued to laugh, and even Kelly had to pause for a moment to recover from the hilarity of the exchange. "I mean, I'm just over here trying to figure out if I need to up my Botox game," Kelly confessed, laughing at herself. As the conversation continued, the two women exchanged lighthearted quips about their personal beauty regimens, with Kelly admitting she's never tried Botox but was certainly curious about it. "I just can't commit to the needles," she confessed, making the audience laugh again. Allison responded with, "You know, I hear it's just a little pinch, but I get it. Not everyone is ready to join the Botox club." The dynamic between the two was so natural and full of chemistry, as they both found humor in the stereotypical Hollywood beauty standards that so many are often quick to judge. At one point, Kelly even said, "I mean, it's either Botox or a really, really good filter." To which Allison replied, "I think it's a combination of both, but I'm not giving away my secrets." This impromptu exchange, lighthearted yet relatable, brought so much warmth and humor to the interview. It also highlighted the fact that both Allison and Kelly are grounded, self-aware, and open to poking fun at the absurdities of celebrity culture, particularly when it comes to beauty. The moment was a reminder that, despite being in the public eye, celebrities are just like everyone else, navigating the pressures of appearance, aging, and the constant scrutiny of the media. But what truly stood out in their conversation was the ease with which they both embraced humor as a way to cope with it all. In the end, the playful back and forth between Allison Williams and Kelly Clarkson was a perfect example of two strong women owning their individuality while sharing a laugh about something that often feels too serious: the obsession with physical appearance. It was a welcome breath of fresh air and a reminder to take ourselves a little less seriously. The entire exchange left viewers with a genuine sense of joy, as both women showed us that it's okay to laugh at the things that tend to be taken too seriously in the entertainment world. And so, as the interview came to a close, the audience was still buzzing from the hilarious antics, with Kelly giving Allison a wink and saying, "Well, if Botox ever becomes a requirement for the Kelly Clarkson Show guest list, I'll let you know." To which Allison jokingly responded, "I'll have my people call your people." Their laughter lingered long after the segment ended, making it one of the most memorable moments in the Kelly Clarkson Show history. In a world that often feels obsessed with perfection, Allison and Kelly's delightful exchange served as a much-needed reminder that humor and authenticity are just as powerful as any beauty treatment. Their candid, funny, and relatable conversation about Botox became the perfect antidote to the usual celebrity interviews, showing that it's okay to embrace our quirks and imperfections. The comedic tension between the two stars didn't let up for a second as the conversation shifted from Botox to the overall pressure celebrities face when it comes to beauty standards. Kelly Clarkson, who's known for her down-to-earth personality, shared some insight into how the industry's fixation on appearance can often be overwhelming. "I swear, if I hear one more comment about my weight or how my skin is aging, I might just lose it," Kelly said with a laugh, making the audience laugh along with her. Allison nodded in agreement. "I get it," she said. "It's like you're expected to look a certain way all the time. It doesn't matter if you're just running errands or if you're at home in your pajamas. People have this idea of what you should look like, and that pressure can be really exhausting." The two stars then dove into the concept of self-image, discussing how difficult it can be to maintain a public persona while simultaneously managing their own insecurities. "You know, we're all just human," Allison remarked, sharing that she's dealt with her fair share of body image issues and insecurities over the years. "There's always that one moment in front of the mirror where you think, maybe I should do something different. But then you realize it's just a fleeting thought." Kelly chimed in, adding her own perspective. "And then I look at my kids, and I'm like, do I really need to stress about this? They love me the way I am, imperfections and all. If anything, it's the outside world that tries to make us question our worth based on how we look." The two continued to discuss the pressures of being in the public eye and the ways in which they've learned to navigate those challenges with humor and self-acceptance. Both women agreed that, while it's important to maintain a level of professionalism, it's equally crucial to stay grounded and not lose sight of who you are behind the image. "You know," Allison mused, "I remember growing up and seeing all these actresses in magazines, and I thought they had it all together. Perfect hair, perfect skin, and always looking flawless. But as you get older, you realize that behind the glamour, they're just like everyone else. We all have our moments of self-doubt." Kelly, who has been a public figure for years, agreed wholeheartedly. "Yeah, I think the trick is learning to laugh at those moments. You know, laugh at yourself and not take things too seriously. We all have those days where we feel a little off, but that's just part of life." The lighthearted banter between the two women offered a refreshing look into the behind-the-scenes realities of fame. As much as celebrities are often idolized for their looks, they, too, deal with the same insecurities and self-image struggles as anyone else. It was a beautiful reminder that no one is immune to the pressures of beauty standards, but it's how we handle those pressures that truly matters. As the conversation took a more serious turn, the duo touched on the importance of mental health in an industry where appearances are often prioritized. "There's so much pressure to be perfect, and that pressure doesn't always show up on the outside," Allison shared. "But when you start looking inward and focusing on your mental and emotional well-being, that's when things start to shift." Kelly nodded, her tone softening. "Absolutely. I think we all go through struggles, whether we're in the public eye or not. It's about finding balance and not letting other people's expectations define who you are. At the end of the day, it's your happiness that matters the most." Their conversation resonated with viewers, offering a rare glimpse into the vulnerability of two women who have been in the spotlight for years. It was a stark contrast to the often perfect personas that the media often portrays. By discussing their insecurities and the pressures they face, both Allison and Kelly were able to humanize themselves in a way that many fans appreciated. The laughter continued to flow as Kelly playfully shifted the topic back to Botox, teasing Allison with a lighthearted "So, do you have a secret Botox addiction or not?" This time, Allison responded with a knowing smile, saying, "Kelly, if I told you my secrets, I'd have to make you swear to never tell anyone. But I'll say this, laughter really is the best medicine. It's the only thing I do every day to keep myself feeling young." This final comment brought the conversation full circle, underscoring the genuine bond between the two women. Despite the glitz and glamour that often accompany fame, both Kelly and Allison continue to prioritize authenticity and self-acceptance. They've learned not to take the pressures of appearance too seriously, choosing instead to focus on the things that truly bring them joy: laughter, self-love, and a healthy sense of humor.